Hi, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 13th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading from me, put a turkey in the comment box. A person will be chosen at random and announced in a separate video. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It is also linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see here, Virgo, what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Oh, I love it. You have the sun. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. Oh, goodness. And spirit guides. So let's see what the cards have to say. Okay. So just being aware here, Virgo, during this time, emotions can be running really, really high. You have a lot of feelings about a lot of things, and being able to acknowledge that, not saying to yourself, oh, I'm just being too emotional, or oh, I'm just being silly about things. That's going to be really important because we have the Ace of Cups reverse. The Ace of Cups is God's source spirit. However you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift. Now we're in Scorpio time period. This is a Scorpio new moon. It's at 20 degrees of Scorpio. So cups represent Scorpio in the minor arcana. And so when this gift is reversed, there's a sense of a gift is coming to you. It's opening up the heart. It's moving things forward. But we're like, I'm not sure I can take it right now, right? I'm not sure I can handle the emotional intensity. So we're kind of putting it on pause. It's like, time out. Let me connect. We're crowned with the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is needing to rest. It's needing to honor our story. It's needing to kind of just step back a little bit. We then have Temperance and the Sun. Temperance is strong Sagittarius energy. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart or in your life, it comes through very, very powerfully. It's also a time frame of November 22nd to December 21st. Powerful time frame. Actually, a lot of good things most likely happening in that time frame. But you're also seeing the sun. You're seeing happiness and joy and success and beauty. The Eight of Wands, all right, there is a sense of things not moving quite as quickly as you would like them to move. It's almost like right now, again, that time out kind of imagery keeps on coming forward, where there's a sense of it's not moving as quickly as I wanted to. There's a sense of frustration even around there. With the Knight of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is a time of passion. This is a time of determination. If you have fire sign energy in your chart, if you're born on the cusp with Leo, there's a real sense of your fire, your passion, your determination, your fierceness leading things. All right. And what Spirit is saying here is that we can be very frustrated. We can be very frustrated, especially in the realm of work and passion and creativity, right? Things should be moving quickly. Things should be moving a heck of a lot more fast. More fast? That's not right. A heck of a lot more quickly than it actually is. So here, just be mindful because there's going to be a sense of any movement forward is going to be better than stagnation. And Spirit is saying here, sometimes the wisest thing we can do is stand still for a moment. Take it in. The Five of Wands is reversed. We're releasing petty, needless fighting. All right? We've had a lot of it in our lives. We don't need it. We don't like it. And there's a healing that's coming forward. But right now, we can just feel emotionally very tuned in, overwhelmed, intense, a lot of power around this. Okay? So just be aware of this. Let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Oh, goodness. And show me clearly. So this one right here that just popped itself out. Breathe. Yeah, just needing to take a deep breath when seeing this card is really appropriate right now. There's almost a sense of holding your breath. There's almost a sense of not fully being in the moment, not fully connecting. And Spirit saying, just breathe. You know, so I don't know about you, but right now my ears have been craving silence. And I'm not good with silence. Not that I'm not good with silence. I like to be listening to something all the time. You know, either reading a book, listening to a book, listening to something, connecting with something, learning something it's always what I like. So for my ears to be craving silence is quite interesting. And I see that here. It's like just focusing on your breath is going to be so important for you. Focusing on silence, focusing on connecting. That is going to be one of the most powerful things you do during this time. During this new moon, breathe. During this new moon, connect. Our energy to be mindful of during this time, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. It's this one right here, the Five of Wands reversed. We're releasing a frustration, which actually brings a frustration to it, which sounds a little bit silly, but bear with me. So with the Five of Wands reversed, we have that here in our main part of our reading. The Five of Wands is feeling it's chaos taking over. It's feeling like everything needs to be paid attention to. Everything gets blown out of the water, right? Everything gets blown out of proportion. It becomes so much more intense than it was. And so here with the Five of Wands, it's chaos, it's intensity, and Spirit is saying, be mindful about this. Also be mindful about walking away from this because it's like, okay, I'm not participating in the gossip at the water cooler. I'm not participating in this low level base energy vibration, and it can make me feel very isolated, or it can make me a target to others who are gossipy, little petty people who just want to see you brought down. So just be aware of that, Virgo, during this time. With the Four of Swords, honor yourself. Honor yourself. Slow down and rest. That's going to be super important. There's almost a sense of like pushing yourself and pushing yourself. And Spirit's saying here, during this time, during this moon, just breathe. Just play calm. Connect with yourself. Connect with what you love. Calm it down. Honor your story. That's going to be the most important thing. Slow it down. Take a nap. Slow it down. Honor you. Temperance. There's a balance coming forward. There's a sense here of needing to look at, it's like all the different things, needing to look at everything, needing to look at all the different sides of the story, but harmonizing you. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is an angel pouring, water from one glass into another. And it's the harmony of the act of pouring. It's the harmony of your angels guiding you. Your emotions right now, even though it seems overwhelming, they're balanced by your angels. We are in the time of Scorpio, right? The moon of Scorpio. And there's a sense here of the veil between the worlds being their thinnest, right? When we're in Scorpio, it's that connection with our angels, that connection with our spirit guides that almost becomes second nature, but can be very disconcerting because it's like, okay, what the heck is this? Like, why am I being led down this path when I want to be led down this path or when I want to walk down this path? And Spirit is saying here, connect, balance, embracing the emotions, harmonizing things. Your emotions can be out of balance. And that's something to look at, Virgo. Not feeling things too intensely because you feel things as you feel things, but letting those emotions take over. That's going to be something here that Spirit's saying, hey, be mindful of this. Be mindful of being overwhelmed by it. Harmonizing is going to be so important. It's like what I'm hearing is just, when an orchestra is tuning up their instruments and it sounds awful, but also kind of intriguing. That's the energy around this. It's like everything isn't coming together, but there's a chaos, but you can hear that there can be a beauty to it. And then when the orchestra starts playing, when the conductor comes out, it's like, oh, that's what I needed. It's the guidance from your angels and your spirit guides that we are so quick to just poo poo in our world today. It's like, oh no, I don't need to listen. I don't need this guidance. I got it all figured out. And Spirit's saying here, do you really? Because the harmony is you with your angels. The harmony is something bigger than we realize. But that harmony can also be something that makes you kind of stand out and feel a little bit awkward. The sun. The sun is the happiest card in the whole entire deck. If you're looking for a yes-no answer, this is a yes. There's a brilliance and a vibrancy to you. There's letting yourself shine, which is ironic because the new moon is about not shining at all. So here, it is really looking at what you desire and what you want. It's letting passion guide you. It's letting yourself connect with your passions, even if you think they're silly or you think, oh no, I need to grow up or I need to not do this or I need to be focusing this way. And Spirit's like, why? Be you. You're going to see that by being you, it is extraordinary. Being you unapologetically is going to be something that propels you forward. And that's going to be a beautiful thing. The sun is saying shine. The sun is saying vibrancy. The sun is saying be in the middle of it. And it brings us to the 8 of Wands. It's almost like wanting to start the adventure, right? This is the beginning. I believe this is the beginning of the last unicorn, right? When she leaves her forest and it's like there's something more out there. It's one of my favorite books and movies. So if you've been here a while, you know that. And I'm thrilled with these cards. I can't believe. With the 8 of Wands reversed, there's almost like, well, the story hasn't started yet. And that can be really frustrating, especially if we, see the years moving by and it's like the story hasn't started yet. But your story has. It just might not start with that big bang that everybody wants, like that big, huge thing. It can start slowly. It can build up. And here, there's almost a sense of like, I want to kickstart everything. But Spirit is saying, are you aligned with your passions? Are you aligned with your fire? Do you know what you desire? Because it's bringing us to the Knight of Wands. And this is fire, and this is passion, and this is determination. But this is also hot-headedness, right? So beware. This is brilliance moving, right? This is a sense of my fire, my passion, my determination is guiding me forward. This is where I need to be. Now, again, we can have strong fire sign energy in our chart. If we do, that part of our personality is going to come out very, very strongly. So just be aware of it. It's going to want to steal the show. And it can be a part of our personality that usually doesn't come out so strongly. Being aware of this is important. But as we connect with our spirit world, there's almost a warrior within us. Now, there can be a warrior in our family line that's like, hey, listen, it's time to go after things. But there's something here where we have to remember might doesn't equal right. A connection with our heart, our connection with our passion, our connection with what we love, and doing so gently, brilliantly, vibrantly, that is going to be extraordinary. A lot of people can stamp their foot and demand attention. Not a lot of people can stand in quiet power of themselves and demand attention. And that's what you're doing here. It's embracing your fire. It's embracing your wisdom, and it's moving forward in your greatness. And it brings us to the 5 of Wands reversed. We're really done with pettiness. We really are. We've been carrying it. We've been carrying hurts and pains that others have done to us. We've been carrying, doubts and fears. We've been engaging in other people's pettiness, their dramas, their traumas. And it's like, listen, that's great for you. Live your path, but I'm living mine. Even our world today is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Heartbreaking. Spirit is saying to us, live in love. Live in love. Not in pettiness, not in chaos, not in anger. Live in love. And see how extraordinary that is. I know it sounds so trite. It sounds so flippant to say, live in love. But if we all raised our energy vibration, if we all stood in our power of why we're on this earth, it would be an extraordinary thing. It moves us to the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of healing, beautiful love. It can make you cry. Right now, you're running away from your emotions. Right now, it's like, no, don't want to see this, don't want to feel this. Thank you, no, thank you. We can put this on the shelf and wait. And divinity's like, yeah, okay, we can wait, but I'm going to be here. I'm going to be showing up time and time again. The Ace of Cups is coming. This new moon is challenging us to confront our true desires, which are hidden in our emotions. Pushing down our emotions is pushing us away from our true desires, which is keeping us from the path that we want to be walking. And that's why we feel like the story hasn't started yet. And so here, Spirit is saying to us, will you take this gift? Because it's still there. You didn't not take it. You just paused it. It's coming for you, whether you like it or not. This gift of healing, beautiful love is coming. The gift of intense feeling is coming. It's powerful, shakes you to your core, can make you cry, and that's okay. Release through tears is beautiful. Give yourself that grace. Slow down. Honor your story. You deserve that. You deserve to show yourself that respect. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And feeling your emotions, crying, releasing, it's not falling into pettiness. It's not being silly. It is letting yourself acknowledge what you have been through, because you're being the hero of your story. You're embracing your passions, your fire, you're moving forward, you have the sun shining on your back, kind of like that halo effect. It's beautiful. The angels are blessing you. You need to bless yourself as you move forward. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. So what's interesting here is that we have acceptance coming forward as we honor our dreams and our path and what we desire. Acceptance comes forward. It says meditate and contemplate on what you need to accept in your life and what we're looking at for ourselves. Meditate and contemplate and embrace acceptance. Embrace what you love and what you want. Embrace the dual sides of yourself as well. The complexity that is you, Virgo. It moves us to the answers you need are coming. And we're protected. As temperance comes in, as balance comes, the answers you need are coming, and you are protected by this moon. It's harmonizing your emotions. It's looking at all sides of what you love and what you're drawn to and what you desire. And it brings us then to this feeling of, there's almost a sense of we're starting to run this race, right? We're revving ourselves up. Then we're just not going. It's kind of like what is it? The tortoise and the hare, right? The hare runs the race, it's almost at the finish line. And so I say that's really easy. I'm going to go take a nap and sleeps and as the tortoise, passes the line. Here, a new start is coming. The new moon comes in and it's like a new start is coming. We have the sun, we have the shine, we have this radiance. The path is leading us, up, up, up and away. But the new start is coming in reversed. The path is reversed. The path is leading us in a direction we hadn't anticipated. The new start, it seems wonky. It's like, is that it? Is that where I'm supposed to be headed? Is that how it's supposed to be? Here, take away your expectations. It's not saying lower your standards. That's not what I'm saying at all. But there's going to be a sense of, like, I already know how this is supposed to be. I already know how this is supposed to play out. And Spirit's like, do you? Because I have a surprise for you. There's a question around the start. There's a question around, how do I move forward? Where is it that I'm going to be? What is it that I want? And Spirit's like, here, don't try to have all the answers. Let the questions come. The path is going to lead you in a direction you never anticipated, you never thought of. And that is brilliant. That is beautiful. But it leads you in the radiance of your gifts and your talents and who you are. Does it mean every moment of your waking day is going to be spent doing what you love? No, because even if you do what you love, every moment of your waking day, you might not love doing it. So be kind to yourself. Let yourself shine. Let yourself be fully and utterly and brilliantly you. And know that the new start is coming, even though it feels like the start of the story isn't here yet. And that is super frustrating. It brings us to believe in the impossible because it does feel like in order to move forward the way that we want to, it's impossible. Resistance. We feel overwhelmed. Okay, Virgo, you've been resisting a lot. There's been a sense of trying to crush you, of trying to, break your spirit, move you a certain way, not let you achieve your dreams. And it's like, I'm tired. I'm tired of having to justify myself. I'm tired of always having to fight. I'm tired. Because it isn't starting, right? It isn't getting off the ground. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. It's opening up the world to you. Don't take everybody else's path. You're not meant for it. Believe in the impossible. What do you need to release? In order to embrace your fire, in order to embrace what you desire, that passion, that brilliance, what do you need to release? Self-love and self-reflection comes forward, self-reflection. That sense of looking at ourselves and seeing ourselves spread out through space and time, looking at ourselves and saying, wow, there's me infinitum in this universe, in what I desire in my life. How do I open the door? How do I open the door? And we're going to see all the faces of us coming together, embracing what we love, looking at what we want, looking at things in such a broader way. What do you need to release? What has been holding you back? A new moon is a time for introspection. It's a time for new starts and growths and transformation and insight. A time to set intentions. State what you want. And then see the brilliant ride that divinity brings forward for us. It brings us to bringing love into the situation. That's reversed. We've been burnt before. And it's almost like, how do I bring my heart into it? How do I bring in what I love? Balance is here. Now with the Five of Wands, we're really disconnecting with the chaos, right? We're sitting there and saying, I don't want to be a part of it. Balance is coming in. We need to harmonize ourselves, balance ourselves. But we're having a hard time bringing love into the situation. A goal that needs to be achieved, tell us what to do, give us a game plan, we're there for it. But telling us to let our heart guide us, that's a bit overwhelming. So just being aware of that. Being aware that during this moon and during this time, we need to breathe, we need to connect with our angels, and know that our ancestors, our angels, our spirit guides, they're guiding us. But we need the silence. We need to connect with the quiet in order to move us forward. It will bring us balance. It will bring us brilliance. It will bring us beauty. Bring love into the situation. We're afraid to do that. We're afraid of opening our hearts because one way or another, we showed vulnerability and we got knocked down. And there's almost a sense here, it's like, I'm going to be so strong. Nobody's going to ever see that again. But you have to feel. You can't wall off your heart. It's not healthy for you. It's just not. It's not going to serve you well. I love this. Expect powerful change. Once you take that gift of the Ace of Cups, expect powerful change, attraction. Law of the universe. What you are putting out into the universe, you will get back. Whether that's fear and doubt and chaos or anger or, it's not good enough, or whether that's love and acceptance and beauty and brilliance. I've come to believe, and you can totally disagree if you want to, but I've come to believe we choose happiness. Now, is that harder to do at times than others? Yeah, absolutely. But we can always be miserable. There's always something to complain about. There's always something going wrong. There's always some chaos. It is now time to choose happiness and to embrace the law of attraction and to say, I am choosing the beauty, the brilliance, and the power of my soul and myself. and I am walking forward in greatness. And then all of a sudden, like, you become like this master ninja of your universe, right? You become this person that people look at and they're like, how did you do that? How did you get there? How did you achieve this? And it's your secret, but it's your brilliance. Our subconscious spirit message is celestial. Virgo, you are so way totally more affected by the stars than you think you are. Absolutely. Can't highlight it enough. The stars, the moon, the sun, solar flares, flares. There, that's the word, flares. They affect you so much, and you're not going to realize it. And this is going to be a time subconsciously where you're like, I wonder why during, this time I feel this way. And it's like during a new moon and during a full moon and during, this and during that. And it's like, oh, the stars affect you. And so accepting that and seeing that is going to be really powerful and life-changing. Subconscious energy to be mindful of. The Eight of Cups, reversed. Not walking away from something we need to. There's almost a sense of like, no, I'm going to fix this. I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to stand right here and like, get it done. And Spirit's like, why? Why? It's so much harder that way. Walking away from what we once thought we would love is simply growth. Our subconscious tarot message is the Page of Swords reversed. Subconsciously, we're going to be learning a heck of a lot. Are we going to be doubting ourselves every step along the way? Absolutely. Are we going to be listening to the voice of our inner child? No, we're going to be telling it to shut up and sit down. Is that going to be helpful? No, it's not. So just be aware of this. Be aware that inwardly, Spirit is talking to you. Like your inner child is talking to you. You're connecting. And there's going to be a sense of like, oh, that's so stupid, which is what you used to tell yourself when you were little. And it's like, that's not helpful. These are mean, cutting words, saying like, oh, that's not nice. Oh, just, how you talk to children. And hopefully we use different language with children than we do with adults. And so when we say, oh, that's so silly, it means something different. So when our inner child says to us, oh, you're being silly, it means something different, right? Oh, you're just not getting this. It means something different. I'm not good at playing this game. It means something different. And that energy is coming forward and it's like, no, stop it. We're going to be a student of our voice and cutting through a lot of doubts and fears and chaos, embracing what we want in life. And it's reversed. So there's a sense of like questioning it. Can I do this? Like, can I move forward this way? Questioning ourselves and our rights. So just being aware of that is going to be super important for us. Our subconscious Luna message is you are very close to achieving your goals. The masculine, the sacred masculine comes forward, and we're embracing the sacred masculine aspect of ourselves. You are very close to achieving your goals. Embrace the sacred masculine of you. It can be tricky. Embracing the sacred feminine and sacred masculine sounds so easy, but it comes with a lot of baggage. So when Spirit is saying, when the Luna energy is saying, embrace the sacred embrace the sacred masculine. When we see Luna energy, we think, oh, sacred feminine, right? That's where I'm going to be. And that can be very easy for us. The sacred masculine is stepping into sacred masculine energy, saying sacred masculine, sacred masculine, sacred masculine, having that be a chant and seeing how our body reacts to it. We are very close to achieving our goals, but we need to embrace the sacred masculine energy in its purity and in its beauty. None in its hyped up machismo. Just like we don't need to embrace the sacred feminine in its overly feminized way. So here, it's finding our footing and it's embracing ourselves. All right. All right, Virgo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Virgo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.